episode of Ask Margie, I'm going to answer some questions I recently received in an email. I have a brother who's on disability and has some anxiety issues along with several medical problems. Every time he tells me about these problems, I feel like he's sensationalizing these issues, but I do worry and feel like I need more information. However, it's difficult because I have no access to the physicians or information regarding treatments or payment options. So the question is, will a medical power of attorney empower me to get the real answers that I need to help my brother out? So the answer to this can be answered in a few different parts, actually. The basic answer is, of course, yes. A medical power of attorney, when one creates it, grants the person the ability to talk to doctors, to get information on things that they need, payment options, treatment options, and the like. So making decisions on these payment options and treatment options is very important, obviously, to help a loved one, and a medical power of attorney will surely do that. If it's medical related strictly, then the medical power of attorney will help you out. However, one of the things that people have to consider is that if we start getting into paying bills generally or more financially related matters, we may also need to incorporate a financial or general power of attorney as well to one's estate plan. So the question goes on, if a medical power of attorney is best for my situation, what am I assuming? Am I getting a bunch of financial responsibilities on my back? So the answer to this is you have to be very specific about how one signs as a power of attorney. When someone does a power of attorney action, they need to make sure that they sign their name with power of attorney after it, making very clear that legally they are acting as a power of attorney. A lot of people fall into this trap of just signing their name, saying, I'm acting as a power of attorney. That's what I intended. But that intent is not good enough. You have to make sure that when you're signing, that you very clearly are setting out the legal responsibility that you are a power of attorney, not an individual. Again, the question continues here. If I want to help my brother, and I have some concerns due to the fact he's on a government program, what other liabilities do I assume? If things don't go right for my brother, am I going to be held liable? So again, this continues with the liability question. I do get this question a lot from people when they are kind of signing on, so to speak, to be a power of attorney, whether it be medical or financially related. And again, being very clear about your status, that you are signing as a power of attorney, is extremely important. Generally speaking, a power of attorney's actions are not going to be held liable on them individually as an individual person unless they do something really egregious and really act outside the bounds of, what would be considered rational or legal, which really, whether you're acting as a power of attorney or not as a power of attorney, should be a general guideline for you to act within the bounds of the law and act in a rational and proper manner. So concluding our question today, assuming my brother accepts my help to give me the right to become his medical power of attorney, what information is required? So if we come to the conclusion that yes, in this question that I've received, I do need a medical power of attorney, maybe even a financial power of attorney, and I have understood what my liabilities may be and how I should be acting. Well, how do I get one put in place? It's actually very simple to get put in place. Basically just need everybody's names and addresses, perhaps any alternates that are going to be named to act as power of attorney, and we can go ahead and create that document. One of the cautions here is that we want to create this document when a person is obviously still competent and can sign the document, because if we are past that point where a person is considered legally competent, we can no longer do a power of attorney, and that leads us into some other more complicated legal matters. Thank you. If you'd like more information about how I can help you set up a power of attorney, please give my office a call here in Berea, 440-973-4145, and also visit my website at www.bereaohiolaw.com.